Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. For today's video is yet another Sephora haul video. They are everywhere right now. I go on my YouTube main page and that's all I see everywhere. I'm just going to show you real quick everything that I purchased, and it's pretty much just going to be me testing everything out for the first time. My first impressions of my Sephora haul makeup products. It's not a huge haul. I only spent $300 and I think it's like 9 items. So yeah. Okay, if you are new here, hi, hello. I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and hopefully choose to stay for a while. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. You are all the real MVPs and I love and appreciate you all so much. With that being said, let's go ahead and start this video. Okay, so here is my box, and as you could tell, it's a pretty small box. Let me put some lip balm on. My lips are so chapped. So my kids got sick. I recently recovered from being sick. I didn't get sick, but runny nose, sore throat, and that's about it. So it sounds like my kids are at the tail end of it. I feel like that everybody's in the same boat where they got sick, they recovered, and then right after they got sick again. Let me know if that happened to you and in your household. Okay, so let me show you real quick. 2 skincare products and the rest of it is makeup. So this is the Ordinary Niacinamide 5% Face and Body Emulsion. I think I purchased this to use as a serum for my face. I'm pretty sure. I do enjoy the Ordinary. There's quite a few skincare products that I have used from the brand and I really love. Another The Ordinary product. This is the 100% cold pressed Moroccan argan oil. I use oil at night for my little face device and for my gua sha. So I got this because I'm on my last bottle, and same I think with my serum. Next thing here is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in the Blurred Matte. It has SPF 30. Super excited to use this today. It's a mini, so I got shade 3N Sand. Hopefully it works as far as it not being too dark. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Smooth Blur Contour. Super excited about that one. The 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. I'm down to only 2 eyebrow gels. I know and love this one, so I went ahead and purchased this one. I can't remember who I was watching, and they purchased the Rare Beauty, and they do not love it. They did not fall in love with it. So that kind of made me change my mind. I have tried this Benefit and I know I love it and I know it works for my stubborn eyebrows. So I just went ahead and purchased that one. Okay, the Givenchy Prisme Libre 4-color pressed powder. So excited about that one. The Prada Dimensions eyeshadow palette in 09 Primula. This is what made my hobby so expensive. This is $85. The Tower 28 Get Set Blur and Set Matte Powder Blush. Super excited about that one. And the last 2 items are 2 mini perfumes from Kayali. This is the Fleur Majesty Rose Royale. And this one is the Yummy Marshmallow. I can't see because it's so light. Also excited to smell these. Okay, let's get started with applying these products to my face. Alrighty, so we're gonna start with the Laura Mercier. I did already swatch it. It seems like it's going to be okay. So in the minis, they don't have as many options as far as shades go than they do in the regular size. Usually I can find a shade that works for me. I'm trying to figure out where this was made. It doesn't have a shelf life. It was made in Canada. Yeah, it doesn't have a shelf life. I don't know why. Okay, so here is what it looks like. I already have primers down. I went into the Merit priming oil for the entire face, Refi under eye primer, and the Professional matte primer for my T-zone. And that's it. That's all I have on. Yeah, so not the same amount of shades available in the mini than there is in the regular size. So this might be a tiny bit too dark. I felt like 2N was going to be too light And then by the time summer got here, I wasn't going to be able to use it anymore. I'm going to try this out. And if it's too dark, then I can just add a tiny bit of my Surat Dewdrop foundation. Because, yeah. I'm going to do one side first and see. It feels like it has a gel-like consistency. You either like that or you don't. 3-in-1 buff is what I have for the foundation, so I think I'll be fine. But and then I also feel like this is probably more of a light coverage versus the foundation. Definitely lighter coverage, maybe light medium, which is fine. I don't care. I enjoy tints. I prefer tints because then if I just need a tiny bit more coverage, then all I have to do is use concealer for that, you know? It's not often that I need full coverage. By the way, this is the 109 from Makeup Forever. Okay, so tint on this side, no tint. Yeah, I would say light. I don't know if you can build this up to light medium. Maybe a very super light medium. But I like it. I like what I see here. It definitely took away any skin texture. It looks smooth, covered just enough. Okay. Okay, so that's what the Laura Mercier tint looks like. I did go into this Anastasia Magic Touch concealer in shade number 7. Definitely more full coverage than what I normally go for, so I do have to tread pretty softly. And I recall it sometimes looking dry, but it actually looks really good right now. I'm enjoying how it's looking. And then here's the swatch for that one. Once you like blend it out, it does sink into my skin. So I think I should be able to make this work. If I pick up the full size, I would probably go maybe one shade down because I'd rather it be a tiny bit lighter than too dark and then me only be able to use it during summer, you know? Okay, the next item for me to try out is this new Anastasia Smooth Blur Contour. Shade Shadow, which is the second lightest shade. 12-month shelf life, and it was made in Korea. One of the reasons I was so excited about this one, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it when I talked about what was on my wish list. Here's what it looks like. I'm not sure about the packaging. I like it. I enjoy the nude tone, like the taupey nude tone with the gold, but I kind of feel like the bottom is just too bulky and it didn't need to be this bulky. But other than that, I do enjoy visually the aesthetics of this. So this looks like a actual contour shade. All of them actually did, and that's why I was excited. Okay, so I do feel like in the swatch, we'll see once I blend it, it does look like it has a little bit of coolness to it. Okay, I don't own too many actual contour sticks or cream items. The Milk Makeup, what's the name of it? Can't remember. That one's like cool tone for sure. The Fenty Beauty, the Westman in Biscuit. Any other ones that I can think of that are creams that are actually contours? I think that is it as far as contour. I might be forgetting to mention one. Okay, this is the MY14 from Danessa and My Kid Go. Okay, so I like that. It's not too cool tone. It definitely gives me that chiseled look. Oh, that's beautiful. And you saw it blended out seamlessly. Oh, the Victoria Beckham and Travertine is also cool toned cream. I just feel like a lot of the times when cream contours are launched, only 1 or 2 shades, and it's usually the lighter shades, end up being contours, and then the shades that are like in the middle all the way up to tan and deep, they don't look like contour shades to me. But Then again, I'm not in the tan to deep complexion, so I honestly can't even speak for them. But I'm loving that. I think it is beautiful. And I'm glad it does pull cool tone on me, because I did see someone swatch the lightest shade in this one, and for some reason on them, it doesn't look cool toned. It looks like a bronzer. Your skin tone has a lot to do with whether something's going to pull cool tone or not. All right, let me do this side. I am this one. It's gonna become a new favorite for sure. Okay, so far, 2 out of the 5 makeup products I purchased, I'm loving. First impressions, of course. Oh yeah, that is just so beautiful. Okay. I did go into the Charlotte Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer shade medium and the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer. This is in shade Flame. Used that as my cream blush. Now we're going to jump into this Givenchy Prisme Libre 4 color pressed powder. Shade 03 Voila Rosé is the one that I purchased. I've been waiting for this for 2 years. I want to say 2 years ago was when we saw that these were available overseas. And then finally, when some people over here in the US got a hold of this, the formula was glowy. So they went back to the drawing board, got some advice from Rose and Ben. I think her name is Rose, and it's a matte formula now. So yay. But damn, 2 years. Okay, so this has a 12-month shelf life. Let's see if it has it on here where it was made. Made in Italia. First off, this packaging, oh my gosh, it is so simple but beautiful, you know? And then it has the little like button situation. Here is, it has a brush, which I'm not gonna use, but it has a flap. And then there is what the shade that I purchased looks like. It's like looking really bright. It's not that bright in person. I film in natural light, by the way. Okay, pink, peach, lighter peach, and an off yellow. I am going to use this for my under eyes and my T-zone, I'm thinking. Okay, I did set my under eyes with my ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting spray. I just put it on the back of my hand, dip whatever concealer brush I use for the day, and it's not wet, it's more like damp, and then I set my under eyes with the spray. Okay, this is my little Sephora puff, and I'm gonna dip right in the middle. That way I can get all 4 shades. Right now, the current powder I am loving for my under eyes is the What's Up Beauty. I forget the name of the collection, but it is so pretty, and it's the powder I'm currently loving for my under eyes, as well as the pink one from the Charlotte, her latest face palettes that she dropped. I prefer the pink over the peach. The peach, I use that more as a finishing powder for my T-zone. Okay, so this eye is set. And this eye is not set. Definitely blurring. Oh yeah, pretty. Let me go ahead and see if I can get swatches of each shade. So this is the pink, the darker pink out of the two. This is the peach, pink peach. It's hard to get swatches of powder. The yellow underneath and the light pink. I was able to do it with the Charlotte. Okay, so this is the darker pink up top, the darker peach, the yellowish one, which I feel you can't tell that it's a tiny bit yellow, and the lightest pink one. It feels so soft, so Okay, both under eyes are set and they're looking smooth. Let me grab, I'm gonna use my Sonia G Enoki brush. And it does have a scent. It smells like perfume. I don't know if it's the signature Givenchy scent because it doesn't smell. Do I have? I don't think I have. Well, I have the loose powder, but I don't think that one. Okay, sorry, I had to grab it. So I do have a mini of the loose powder, and this is before they reformulated it and made it glowy. I have 2 Satin Blanc. Okay, so this one, it does have a slight scent, but it's like, gosh, so minor, the scent. I'm gonna end up using this for the rest of my face. Okay, so I dipped my Enoki brush and I'm just lightly setting my T-zone. I do really enjoy this powder. Is one of the only powders, there might be another one, that I can use both in my under eyes and on the rest of my face. I am that person that uses 2 different powders for her face. One for the under eyes and one for the rest of her face. That's just what works best. It's my under eyes. They're just so picky. Okay, so I did use that Givenchy loose powder in the original formula. And I don't use that too often on camera because it's no longer available. The one they have online is the one that has a slight sheen to it. But do you see how beautiful my base is looking today? That Laura Mercier skin tint. Wow. Okay, now we're going to jump into the item in this haul that pretty much almost was a third of my haul, money-wise. The Prada eyeshadow palette in 09 Primula. Does it have 24-month shelf life, and it was made in France. Okay, I did already open most of these just to make sure they were good, nothing broken, whatnot. And this packaging, oh my goodness, this packaging is just, I mean, the reflection, I don't want to blind you. Wow, like, this is luxe, 100%. Is it worth the $85 price tag? Just might. It is refillable, so you can pop it out. And then it is a magnetic closure. And then here is the color story. If you are super light, fair, this might be too dark for you, I think. This is going to be a smoky eye look kind of palette. It just is. But I'm excited. It does have the 2 little brushes. One is the sponge and the other one is a brush. These are actually nicer than the ones in Dior, I think. They do feel nicer. Probably take those out. I don't travel with my eyeshadow palettes. I already have eye primer on. Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'll swatch after I'm done with the eye look. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the darkest tone. This is the Victoria Beckham number 21 brush, and I'm gonna use the little flat fluffy smudger side. It's gonna go in the outer corner. I'm pressing first. Oh, that's beautiful. Hello, pigment. Okay, this color story is actually reminding me a lot of the eyeshadow brick I have from Victoria Beckham and the shade Tweed, except this one's missing that like plummy purple, and the Victoria Beckham doesn't have a shimmer. Okay, now I'm gonna jump into this pretty like terracotta orangey brown, and I'm gonna use the fluffy side of the 21 brush from Victoria Beckham, and I'm gonna add that right next to that dark brown that I laid down. And I'm stamping first because I am going to use the lightest shade to blend out the edges of this tone. You don't have to use all 4 shades. I'm just choosing to do so. Okay, now with this Wayne Goss number 8, and it's like a fluffy flat brush, I'm going to dip into the lightest tone. That is a very oddly shaped pan. And I'm going to use this in the crease here and then to blend out the edges of that terracotta orangey brown. Airbrush everything. You see how airbrushed that looks? Okay, that looks so pretty. And it blended out easy. Now you see how the pans look like they have almost like a stain? That just tells me that this formula is a very, like almost a cream to matte kind of formulation. There's only one shimmer in here, and it looks like it's a pretty dark based kind of shimmer. So I will probably jump into a different palette for my inner corner, but I can definitely see this palette being perfect for smoky eye looks. Now this is kind of like a duochrome. It's not super sparkly, it just shifts a tiny bit, and I feel like you either like that or you don't. This is just the color story that called out to me the most. I did not purchase any of the color stories when they first launched the eyeshadow palettes. Okay, I am back. So I finished off the look by using Galactic Visitor, the beautiful peachy, like almost pastel peachy for my inner corner, and then the Refi Beauty Brow Pencil for my eyebrows. Have not set them yet because I don't know if I'm going to open this up. I have 2 eyebrow gels that I want to finish up before I open up this new one, and I usually set my eyebrows after highlighter. For bronzer, I went into the Laura Mercier Glowy Bronzer in shade 20, and now we're going to jump in to this Tower 28 Get Set Blur and Set Matte Powder Blush. Long Beach Iced Tea is the tone I purchased. 12-month, it looks like 12-month shelf life, and it was made in Korea. So I was watching Morgan Turner swatch all of the blushes on her face, and I fell in love with how this tone looked. Here is the packaging. It's pretty simple, it's very fresh, and I feel that's the aesthetic that Tower 28 has going. I haven't tried too much from the brand. I want to dip my toes more into the brand. What other product that I have from Oh, I've tried the mascara. I don't have the concealer, even though I've been wanting to try it. But here is the blush. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but that's fine. I don't need a huge pan. And there is the tone. Oh my goodness. I did not swatch this Prada. Okay, so let's swatch it. All right, so the lightest shade and the... Do I have something on here? There's the lightest shade, and here is the orangey terracotta brown. Pretty. And then the darkest brown and the shifty tone. They all feel super soft. That formula that just feels super like a creamy powder, pretty much. Beautiful color story. Okay, now I'm gonna swatch. Let me wipe my hand. I have a mess on my desk. Okay, I'm back. Let me swatch the Tower 28. I forgot where I left off. Okay, this feels super soft. Oh, hopefully you can... Okay, yeah, it's pretty pigmented. I think you'll be able to see it. It'll be more of a natural, everyday kind of blush, but I'm okay with that. I do not discriminate when it comes to blushes. I love so many tones. Okay, so this is the Sonia G Soft Cheek, one of my favorite blush brushes. Tap a tiny bit. You can definitely see that. And oh, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I do have texture on my cheek. Okay, so I would say it does have blurring qualities. I always feel like this cheek is my bad cheek and this is my good cheek. Let me know if it's the same for you. And it feels the same for the eyebrows too. That is so pretty. You know what blush I purchased that I love, and I kind of just forgot because it's like at the bottom of this everyday tin that I have right here, or acrylic container? The Say. I love the Say blush. That is so pretty. So this tone, I do have to build it up a tiny bit, but like I said, that's fine. I don't mind. All right, my lovelies, I am back. Let me tell you what products I used that I haven't told you yet. I did go in to the Westman Contour and Blush Powder Duo in Biscuit for my powder contour. The Kevyn Aucoin Blush and Glow Duo in the shade Pink. I used the highlighter in this. For eyebrow gel, I just went ahead and used my Makeup by Mario. I purchased that. When did I purchase that? Shoot, I don't remember. I think it was the last sale. I don't love that brow gel, the Makeup by Mario. I know when it first came out, there was a couple of people that were raving about it. It's not my favorite, so I probably will not be repurchasing that one. And then I went in for lips. Christian Audet lip liner in Smooches. I don't think it's available anymore. And then a tiny bit of stone right in the center to give it a little bit of definition. And the Half Magic. This is the Crystal Butter Lip Balm in Shell Ebony. It's like the pinky peachy tone one. So pretty. And I think that's everything that I didn't use on camera. Okay, so now for the two new perfumes that I purchased from Kayali. I feel like Kayali, you either like it or you don't, and it can definitely feel like the popular choice, but it's not that great. I enjoy Kayali. Some people don't. I do. Okay, so this one is the Yum Bougie Marshmallow, and I purchased the travel size. Taking it out of the box. I don't need a full size. Oh, I'm glad I purchased this one because it's like the foggy kind of bottle. Okay, let's see what the notes for this is. Okay, so it's part of the warm and spicy family. Strawberry, pink marshmallow, and whipped vanilla is the key notes. Let me smell it. Oh, what does that remind me of? Gosh, it reminds me of a scent. It was one of the vanilla scents from Victoria's Secret. And it wasn't just vanilla, it was something else. Oh, but that smells, I like that. Okay. Put a little bit of that. Oh, but once you put it on, it's almost like it has a sweet strawberry. It's the strawberry that I'm smelling. Okay, I like that. I did blind buy these, but the people who I saw say they enjoyed it, I trust their judgment. Okay, now we're gonna jump into the other one, which is the Fleur Majesty Rose Royale. Again, I purchased the mini because I don't need the full size. Oh, pretty. Both of these bottles are so pretty. There it is. Oh, love that. So let's read the notes on this. So it's part of the Florals family. Keynotes are pear, royal rose, and musk. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely smells flowery, but not too much because I don't like potent, just straight up floral scents. I think the pear, yeah, it's the pear that's helping me enjoy this. For sure, a little more refreshing and sweet. Okay, all right, my lovelies, let's talk real quick about all of the new makeup products I tested out today and got your first impressions on them. The Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in the Blurred Matte finish. First off, the fact that they offer minis is absolutely fabulous because then that means you don't have to commit to the full size before knowing whether you're going to enjoy this or not. For me personally, since I don't have a Sephora down the street or 10-15 minutes away, it's 2.5 hours. I can't go and ask for a sample, you know? So the fact that they offer minis is great. Now the shade range isn't always all that great. I typically can find a shade that works for me. Not my perfect match. Sometimes it is, but not always. But yeah, I usually tend to wear base products that have a satin or a matte finish during summer. My T-zone gets pretty oily and it just helps with that. This is just a first impressions for all these products. I will keep using all of them, and then the next time I either feature them on my channel or talk about them, I will let you know how I feel about the product, because I do need to use them for a couple of weeks before I can get my full final thoughts on it. Okay, next product is the Anastasia Contour Stick. This is actually a contour. I feel like the tone is perfect. Formula is beautiful, blended out like a dream. Don't absolutely love the packaging 100%. I still think it's a beautiful product, and I'm pretty stoked that it's in my collection. I feel the shade is perfect. Okay, the Givenchy Prisme Libre Press Powder. I love this. It is so pretty. I knew I was going to love it. I enjoy the loose powder version, and I'm super stoked and glad that the wait is over, even though it was 2 years long. Okay, this Tower 28 blush, absolutely beautiful. It is a tiny bit light for me, and I do have to build it up a tiny bit, but not too much. I think it's perfect. Everyday kind of blush. I kind of do want another tone, but I have so many blushes in my collection that I honestly don't need to pick up another tone. Yeah, enjoying this. We'll keep using this. I think it definitely leaves a blurred kind of effect on the cheeks, so if you have texture, that's probably a very good thing. Okay, this Prada eyeshadow palette. It's so pretty. This formula is really, really nice. I do find I'm 37, I'll be 38 in June, and I can definitely feel like the texture and the formulas that my eyelids are enjoying is changing a tiny bit. I have always had oily eyelids, and it seems like with age, it's getting even worse. So not all formulas perform and last the same. So I'm hoping this is a formula that will last decently on my eyelids. But I think this eye look is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's smoky, but it's beautiful. And I'm glad I have tried the formula, because if I do see that they launch another color story that really catches my eye, I might just get it, but I might wait for a sale. This is the only Prada beauty item that I have tried. Hopefully this means I'm going to dip my toes a tiny bit more into the brand, and I'm hoping they come out with a skin tint, because I feel like if I do buy the foundation, it might be a tiny bit too full coverage for my personal taste, and I might not use it too much. I'm crossing my fingers that they launch a skin tint. The Dolce & Gabbana skin tint, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, so I'm hoping it's coming. Okay, these two perfumes from Kayali. I'm enjoying both of them, and I do feel like they're total opposites in the perfume spectrum. Yeah, so Kayali perfumes, I'm glad they're in my collection, because I'm enjoying both of them very much. Okay, that's it. That is it for the makeup products for this Sephora sale haul and first impressions. All right, my lovelies, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. All the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, which some of you did for the Sephora sale, thank you so much. Yeah, you help out the channel when you shop, when you like this video, when you watch it, when you share it. It all helps out my channel so much. We are so close to 4,000 subscribers, and that's just makes my little heart happy. I don't think we're gonna reach 5,000 before the end of the year, but you just never know, right? Crossing fingers that maybe a miracle happens. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It wasn't a huge haul. I had so much fun hanging out with you all. I feel it was a very successful trying out new makeup wise video. I'm excited to take this little break from not buying any new makeup releases. I just feel like I need to get the spark back. And from what I have seen from some of the comments, some of you are feeling the same way. That is it. Thank you again for being here. And with that being said, do not forget to give the video a big old thumbs up. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, let me know down below if you did purchase anything from the sale, what you purchased, if you decided not to, if you skipped it, if you're over it, whatever the case may be. I love talking to you all in the comments section. All right, I will see you on my next video. Bye.